Howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James with Monotalk. It is June the 2nd, 2025. I just thought I'd throw this a little hand gesture out there from Akeem Jeffries. These fucking people, man. Look at that. I mean, is that just the salute? I don't know what that is. Is that the globalist salute? It's like a Ziegel hire to Klaus and the World Economic Forum and the World Health Organization. Is that what that is? There you go. Wow. Okay. And we always hear that they tried to say that, or the Demoncrats are saying, oh yeah, Elon Musk is doing that all the time. Well, geez, for God's sakes, people. You know, I guess that's just the globalist salute. I'm not sure. But the thing is, title of this is important to know, and I think it's because I'm concerned about a recent visit by Lindsey Graham. Actually, I'm not surprised. I am concerned to visit Kiev and, I guess, Zelensky. Zelensky and Graham kind of meet up here. Let me just make sure I prep it correctly. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's just like, seriously, man. I mean, come on, people.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Hey, buddy. Cash cow, buddy. Look at that. These fuckers. Oh, my God. Yeah, keep that money going, man. Keep that money laundering. We need that money laundering. Money laundering money. Good God. Let's watch it again.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Welcome.
You should say what? Aloha or something.
Good to see you. Thank you very much.
Look at that, fuckers.
Hi. Good to see you. Welcome.
There you are. Keeping that money going. That's it. It has nothing to do with saving Ukraine. Everybody, people that are paying attention understand that. It's all about keeping that cash cow going, just like they did with 2001, September 11th. That was to start that was pretty much one of the biggest scams, and there's been a lot of them. There's been a lot of World War. I mean, let's look back at just a simple book. Just get it. I've read pieces of it. I don't have it. I should probably get it just to say I read it. But I think you can get it on YouTube audio, I'm pretty sure. It's called Smedley Butler, War is a Racket. And it's a racket. And then Big Pharma gets involved. And then other industries get involved. The hospitality industry isn't going to get involved. I mean, I don't think they're going to have any restaurants and hotels. Maybe after they've done the demolition of European and Middle Eastern cities and countries and whatever's going to happen in Africa and South America. I mean, the world is their oyster. That's the problem. It's just not stopping. And here's the interesting thing about this, which really gets me the most. All right? Which really gets me the most. Trump responds to Graham. Let's see what he says.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having us. We're back.
I'm playing it.
Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Blumenthal bill that would levy support the Lindsey Graham Blumenthal bill that would levy sanctions on Russia.
I don't know. I have to see it. I'll take a look at it.
Are you confident that your proposal for a ceasefire in Gaza that was just submitted this week will get approved by Hamas?
I think they want to get out of.
President, do you support the Lindsey Graham Blumenthal bill that would levy?
That's not what Lindsey Graham betrays Trump as Putin readies. Let's just look at this one.
Over the weekend, Ukraine, and it looks like NATO, authorized a Pearl.
Yeah, they did. That's what happened.
Like, okay, now what? Now what's coming? Say, was a lot of locations to include us
Why do I have this up here?
To rain. I know people are unhappy with.
Yeah, so the precision strike that they use, and it's like they're bragging about it. It's just crazy how they're just the secret drone attack.
I got to be honest. This story knocks me out.
It knocks
Ukraine,
me out.
drones, Russian bombers bombed. To put all that in context, I'm glad to welcome to our conversation corner Benjamin Jensen. He joins me as a senior fellow at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Benjamin,
Democrat.
Tell my audience what happened and why this thing is so stunning in its scope and approach.
So
stunning.
I've studied war for over 20 years.
Stunning in its scope and approach.
So I've studied war for over 20 years, and I thought about this the exact same way you introduced it. This is groundbreaking, and I want to break down quickly why. Please. Number one, what we see is over a year.
Here. This will better explain what just happened.
Ukrainian engineers designed a clever drone launching system disguised as ordinary wooden cabins mounted on the backs of cargo trucks. These mobile containers looked like simple rural sheds, but inside they held reinforced structures, hidden launch platforms, battery charging stations, and remote-controlled roof mechanisms. The design allowed for drones to be launched either vertically or at an angle, depending on their type, while built-in signal shielding helped them avoid early detection by Russian surveillance. Once these mobile silos were ready, Ukrainian intelligence operatives, possibly with help from local sympathizers, moved them deep into Russian territory. The trucks were quietly driven to pre-selected sites near key airbases, parked in places like forests, farms, or industrial areas where they blended into the landscape. They remained dormant for days or even weeks, with drones preloaded, charged, and waiting for the command to strike. When the time came, encrypted activation signals were sent remotely. The roofs of the containers slid open and the drones lifted off, some vertically, others using ramps or compressed air launch systems for a silent start. Because the launch sites were positioned just a few kilometers around 2 miles from their targets, the drones were able to reach their objectives quickly, leaving little time for Russian defenses to react. Operators guided them in real time using live video feeds, steering the drones with precision toward parked aircraft, fuel depots, and radar installations. Many of the drones carried high explosive or shape-charged warheads designed to pierce aircraft fuselages or ignite fuel stores. Some exploded on impact, while others used delayed fuses to cause maximum damage after reaching their targets. The operation was more than just a tactical win. It highlighted the growing sophistication of drone warfare and Ukraine's ability to strike deep inside Russian territory.
All right. That's not good. As cool as this guy and everybody thinks this is, and as stunning as they want to make it is, it's not good. Because you're not just poking the bear, you're antagonizing the bear, and it's not a good idea. Now, what's very interesting to me, yay, that's stunning, woohoo, yay. Let's keep the cash cow going, right? Let's show them how it works and tell the world how wonderful killing and destruction is. That's it. That's all it is. And everybody, as wasn't Maxine Waters, but anyway, what was that one? I'm not gonna do that again. I'm just gonna say there are people that have said that collateral damage is necessary, and they don't care. They don't care about collateral damage. Their main goal for the globalists, as I've indicated, which was totally proven and is proven, get rid of 2/3 of the current world's population and hoard the rest for themselves. If a pre-orchestrated, pre-planned Fluvid-19 can't do it with the help and the assistance of a genocidal bioweapon thing that they want to put in your arm, which is now known to be more lethal than a Ford Pinto back in the 70s. 27 people were hurt, and I think only 12 people, I believe, were killed in the accidents of the Ford Pinto, because the rear gas tank would ignite and explode. It wasn't installed correctly, didn't have a way to escape from an accident, whatever the case may be. And immediately they stopped using the Ford Pinto. They immediately recalled the car. They immediately said, no, we're not going to let that happen. But in regards to the genocidal bioweapon that was brought on by Fluvid-19, that's okay. And that's that right now, with only maybe 10% reporting, it's said to have affected and gotten rid of, unalived, over 400,000 people. Again, only 10% reporting, because when it came to VAERS, right about 2019, in the beginning of 2020, somehow they were instructed to not report VAERS. All the hospitals, all the professionals, all the doctors, all the nurses, anybody that touched that reporting of adverse effects of the genocidal bioweapon, they were told not to. So it used to be about 80%. So this isn't going to work. So now they're going to try something. They're going to go full scale. It's almost like they want to go full scale. The biggest problem I have is I'm not seeing. I mean, if you look at this picture right here, let me just wait. Where were we at here? Right here. This one right here. And it's saying that they talked to him, or they did talk to him, or I'm not seeing any response in regards to Trump. I'm looking on, and this is alarming to me. Because I'm going on. He usually goes on his own platform first, Truth Social, and gets a bunch of information. Right? Why is this thing so loose? Okay. And I'm not seeing, congratulations, Kid Rock, yay, what's this in other countries, a lot of tariffs. Michael Wolff something, statements, big, beautiful bill, something about that. I'm just not seeing, AutoPen, they keep talking about the fucking AutoPen. Horrific traffic in Boulder, Colorado, yeah, that was fucking some crazy Demoncrat. Newsmax, Trump ejected business was credible prospects. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh it just to make sure. Maybe I'm missing something because it's happened. Let's click Trump's page and see if he's got anything new here. Oh, what has he got? With the help of patriots like you, we're going to produce our own metal. Okay, good. We should be. Definitely, I agree. Maybe this girl talks about it. Let's find out.
JP Morgan Chase chairman and CEO Jamie Dimon sat down with Maria during the 2025 Reagan National Economic Forum last week.
Spending cuts not being enough. What do you...
Wait, what?
CEO Jamie Dimon sat down with Maria during the 2025 Reagan National Economic Forum last week. Watch.
Thank you so much. I'm at the Reagan National Economic Forum, and I'm sitting with Jamie Dimon, chairman.
Oh, we got our own economic forum now. Okay. All right. With Jamie Dimon. Oh, good. Because that guy gives a shit about everybody. And he's smiling now because Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. You guys get that? Jamie Dimon's smiling. Lindsey Graham's still out there. Nothing's fucking changing. Nothing is fucking changing. Yeah, the biggest concern, I don't see anything about Trump talking about Lindsey Graham going out there. And here's what bothers me the most. And I'm going to tell you right now. Here's the thing that bothers me the most. Oh, wait, you didn't see that. Wait, hold on. Just a minute. The thing that bugs me the most, right? And there's nothing here on True Social. There's nothing here on True Social in regards to Trump talking about Lindsey Graham or concern that they went out there and Thune, who's like a Demoncrat and Rhipiglicans, the deep state leaders, obviously. The Duopoly right there in fucking front of your face. Those are the guys. Those are the guys. Mitch is out. He's gone. He's fucking... He can't operate. He's mentally gone. Right? He's had... I don't want to get into that. But there's nothing here. And the biggest problem I got is, are you telling me that none of your people in the FBI, the CIA, Homeland Security, anybody knew that Lindsey Graham, right? That Lindsey Graham was going out to here. Was going out to talk to Zelensky. Is that what you're telling me? Like you guys don't have you guys aren't, if you weren't paying attention to all of the illegitimate Biden administration, if you weren't paying attention to it, it seems like all of a sudden Donald Trump isn't. It's kind of tripping me out right now. I am concerned. I'm being more alarmed than concerned. You'd be watching these guys. These are the dudes. This is the deep state duopoly is right there. They reveal every time they go out and see Zelensky for this big money laundering scam that's been going on, I don't know, forever. Seems like, 2022 is when it really started. And they've just hoarded billions, and all these billions they can't find. There's missing money. Kind of reminds you of when back in 2001, September 10th, right, Donald Rumsfeld comes out and says, we can't find $2.3 trillion. We don't know where it went. But interestingly enough, the places that you would have been able to trace that money was in the same spot. It was hit by a plane flown by a guy who they wouldn't let fly a 172 Cessna a month or so prior. And this guy is able to get this plane to ground level at that perfect impact. It's crazy. Just go look. Redacted is right here. I'll show you. It was just it was a great interview. I mean, here it is, right here. 9/11 hijackers never flew planes. That's it. Right? I'm just going to play this real quick because I want to know how badly you guys are being fooled. This whole thing, I just want you to know how bad.
Let me just interject something here. You mentioned Kurt Walden appearing.
Let me see.
Baxter and a man named Ben Connor, and they reported after they flew with him to the chief pilot Marcel Bernard saying, "Don't run him in the airplane; he can't handle it."
Let's talk about these Muslim hijackers.
There it is.
And why anyone paying attention to this story should have an immediate red flag raised about their ability to pull off these maneuvers. Can you talk about that before we get into the autopilot mechanism and how that works?
Yeah, the smoking gun amongst the hijackers is a 29-year-old Saudi Arabian hijacker named Hani Hanjir, who supposedly piloted American 77 into the Pentagon, doing this amazing corkscrew to maneuver to arrive at the surface at 500 knots to hit the Office of Naval Intelligence on his first attempt. Now, this same maneuver was attempted and simulated and flown by many highly experienced pilots, and they crashed the simulator trying it. And yet Hani supposedly did it, piloted American 77 into the Pentagon, doing this amazing corkscrew to maneuver to arrive at the surface at 500 knots to hit the Office of Naval Intelligence on his first attempt. Now, this same maneuver was attempted and simulated and flown by many highly experienced pilots, and they crashed the simulator trying it. And yet Hani supposedly did it on his first attempt. But it gets better, Clayton. 1 month prior to 9/11, Hani Hanjour went to the Freeway Airport in Bowie.
The same guy that supposedly ran that plane into the Pentagon. Just so you know what he's talking about. This amazing pilot of this
Maryland,
gigantic...
and wanted to rent a single-engine little 172. And when you show up in an airport like that, they don't just throw you the keys and say, have fun.
Yeah,
You've got to show you can fly, so you got to go. If they don't know you, you've got to go up on an evaluation flight. Well, Hani Hanjour, over a 2-day period, went up with 3-day period, went up with 2 separate instructors, a woman named Sheila Baxter and a man named Ben Connor. And they...
Let me just tell you what a Cessna 172 is, okay? Here it is. This is a Cessna 172. I've flown this on Microsoft. It's not easy to do. And I've actually flown a Cessna 150, I think, back in the 80s. A pilot took me up a girl. We did some wingovers and dove around and did some stalls. I mean, I was just ear to ear smiling and laughing. It was the greatest time I ever had in the air. It was just fucking amazing. And then I was able to, then she let me have the stick, and I'm cruising around in the air. And I wanted to get, I flew over my sister's house, and I wanted to get their attention to have them come out. And I go, where's the horn? She goes, planes don't have horns, man. I go, oh, duh. So we were doing the throttle back and forth. Or this, I don't remember. And, people came out of the houses. But anyway, look, this is the plane. This is the plane, people. They wouldn't allow him to fly. But for some reason, this guy was able to maneuver from dead air, 30, 40,000 feet, pinpoint, and he said the national intelligence location. That's the location. If you were going to find, right, that location at the Pentagon, let me see. Pentagon 9/11 Pentagon crash site. Right? They have yeah. That's just a lot of plane debris. Look at all that plane debris. Right? But this is the location, and to hit that specific spot where that $2.3 trillion would be traced to, that Donald Rumsfeld, a day before 9/11, said they couldn't find it, there it is. And you see all the plane debris everywhere. Look at all this plane debris. Isn't that crazy? It's just everywhere. Look, it's everywhere, man. I'm just saying. Look at that. All this plane debris just all over the place. Those are cranes. That's a long time afterwards. But there wasn't any. Just look. You could Google it. You could type it. They had like something here and something there and a piece of this and a piece of that. I mean, there's as much as you would love to go along with what the United States is capable of. I'm telling you, they're capable of much more, and not in the way that you want to believe they are. And that is my biggest concern right now, as I am completely just baffled beyond belief that for some strange, exotic reason, right? For some strange, exotic reason, why is this moving over where I need it to move? For God's sakes. You know, it's just Donald Trump doesn't know what's going on. I'm concerned. I'm alarmed first, because this alarmed me. This little meeting here. Like, I'm like, is that still fucking happening? Is that so? Okay? The director of national intelligence doesn't know that Lindsey Graham and Blumenthal, or whatever that Democratic Party's name shithead is on their way, or booked a flight, or spending millions of dollars to fly over there, $400,000 or something. I think or I don't know what it costs. It costs a lot of my fucking money. We're not monitoring these people. You're not monitoring the deep state. Are you kidding me? You expect us to believe you did not know this was happening? You either you're completely retarded or stupid or idiotic, or you're a bunch of fucking imbeciles, or don't know what's going on, or you knew. Because if you're going to tell us you didn't know that Lindsey Graham's on his way out there, right? And you're not really saying anything about it, Don. You're not. That's also very alarming. If it was me, knowing that they tried to kill me with a fucking AR and Butler, wouldn't you want to know where these people are all the time, especially the deep state duopoly? Lindsey Graham is like one of the kingpins. Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, who's not really part of it anymore. And then most of the fucking Demoncrats, all the fucking warmongering, big pharma pushing, depopulation agenda people. You've got, who's in your inner circle, man? They're fucking up. They're really making you look like an idiot, bro. I mean, I honestly believe you have good intentions on what you want to do, but I do not. I think there are some people you need to still vet. I think there are some people in your cabinet, that's Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, that you need to really do some research on and vet. They should be watching everything and everybody, especially at these levels of your federal government, especially those people. Me, I'm just trying to tell you to fucking think. Use your common sense. That's all I'm trying to do, is just say, hey, bro, I know you really want to help this country. I know you care about the people. I see how you mingle. I've seen the interviews. I know people that have met you personally, that have been to Mar-a-Lago, that you're a genuine guy. I mean, Bill Maher says, hey, he's a real dude. Yeah. He's not the puppet idiot that we just had fucking 4 years of. That's for damn sure. But don't let these people, don't let these people that are around you in your inner circle or your outer circle or whatever circle it is in, put you in that position of just looking like a fool. And that's the biggest concern right there. I'm gonna say it. Don't be a fool to these people. I know your kids care about you. They're there for you. Are they paying attention? Maybe, maybe not. They got kids to raise. I get it. They got a lot of shit going on. But I'm talking Marco Rubio. That guy, meh. I never really understood that pick in the first place. Pete Hegseth, for sure. Fucking war veteran, badass motherfucker, shaping up our military, cares about our troops more so than he cares about the wars. But this green tea is wonderful. And I squished apple juice in it, which is really good. I mean, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., great. I'm still waiting for tallow to hit McDonald's. I'm telling you, if tallow gets back in McDonald's food or Kentucky Fried Chicken, I will live there. I will fucking buy my food every day from McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and Popeyes, for sure. For sure. I don't know if that's a good idea now. But I'd go there more because I go to McDonald's maybe once, twice a year just to destroy my health. Back to what I was talking about. Bro, Donald, please, guys. You've got to stop this shit. Just stop it. And the biggest thing that's really getting heavy right now, and I'm going to switch to this because it's important. I want to show you, there's a lot of people, especially on my Twitter, not too much in Facebook. There's a lot of Demoncrat supporters on Facebook. Oh, there's Jeffrey's again. Yay, what's up, bro? Right, notifications. Oh, yeah, so CBS, who is owned by Big Pharma and poison and the chemical and the depopulation agenda of the globalists, they're saying, oh, fluoride's good. And then I put in, obviously, which is pretty obviously that it's not, right? It's just not, man. It's disturbing. It's astonishing. It's extremely baffling. Beyond belief that people in this country and abroad take and digest the vomit that comes out of the mainstream media as either biblical or is complete and total fact. There's what? Still? Is that it? I mean, do I have to show the picture of how these people get paid and who their advertisers are? Who cuts these checks for these billion-dollar corporations and these giant studios? Yeah, it's not you. It's Big Pharma. It's big military complex. It's everything that's basically trying to get you off of this planet. Not in a good way. All right, so what's happening here is I've got, and if I go to my notifications, you'll see. It's just blowing up, man. Everybody's looking at this, and it's just, I've gotten, I don't know. Can I get statistics off of this? I think I can. View post engagements. Oh, analytics. Here we go. Well, I've posted it a few times. 171 impressions. That's not bad. 14 engagements. People have responded or done something with it. But I put it up yesterday. And if you read it, you'll understand what it basically says. Right? The concern is, and I'm talking about the duopoly, the Lindsey Grahams, the Crenshaws, the used to be Liz Cheney's, just all the fucking rhinos, the Rhipiglicans I call them, along that are in there now. Collins, I think, is compromised. There's a few. There should not be I'm saying this, and people are agreeing with this. This is really blowing up. On this particular post, I posted like 5 or 6 times to 3 or 4 different places. But on this particular post, a lot of people are paying attention to it. There should not be a Demoncratic Party after 2025. If, it's a big if, the Trump cabinet, and I mean this is going to take everybody, not just Pam Bondi, right? Not just Dan Bonadingo, not just Kash Patel, not just Kristi Noem, not just all these people that I help promote and vote for. The cabinet can hold them all legally accountable for all their criminal acts of the past 4+ years. Unless, and this is my concern after knowing that they just said, all right, we'll just let Lindsey Graham go to do some more cash cow shit with money laundering, cash cow shit with Zelensky again, the fucking little football actor. They're just an actor out there. It's just a puppet actor. That's all he's doing out there. That's his only reason why he's there. He doesn't pull the fucking strings. He's just there to act. He's the part of the show. Right? And then people are telling me now, which kind of makes sense, is Trump part of the show? It's starting to kind of sink in a little bit. Right? What did this? There's one guy that said something before. I think I responded to it. Right here, it makes you wonder. It should be illegal to be a Democrat. That's a good one right there. You see that one? But this guy here, a girl, Carol Utley, and I responded to her. And this is it. With all the information that has been presented by independent social media journalists and even the mainstream media, it's obvious. There's more than enough proof to put that party away. There is. There's more than enough proof. I've got more than enough proof. Everybody fucking knows what they did and what they've been doing. We just keep hearing the security guard observe and report shit all the time. My job, ma'am, sir, is just to observe and report. I can't make any arrests or charge anybody. The reality is that Democratic Party is big on cash cow for these deep state duopoly. That's it. The reality is that the Democratic Party is a big cash cow for the deep state duopoly. Right? And that's why they probably don't want to get rid of it at any time soon. They just want the ping pong match to continue. Right? The ping pong match. That's what they're doing. I was watching Trailer Park Pundit today. She was doing great. This guy here at Animagraphs got some great information. This whole hearing stuff is all bullshit. I recommend you guys go to Redacted, not the one, what's his name? Event 201. And in fact, this guy's still doing some good Maui stuff. Let me go back. I gotta get on that real quick. Yeah. 9/11 hijackers never flown a plane. This guy was able to build a laser beam 3 days ago. That's all I gotta say. NASCAR is fun to watch. This Animagraphs is good. This guy's got some really good information. These hearings are bullshit. Nobody gives a fuck. It's all theater. We want fucking charges. We want handcuffs. We want prosecutors to prosecute. We want to see these criminals in jail. The fraud, the waste, the abuse, the criminal activity, the coercion. I mean, money, just you fucking name it. God, there's so much information out there and proof to show they're fucking doing it. But we got to give them the benefit of the doubt. And the reason why I'm going to say that, wait a second, I wanted to see this the other day. Hang on a second. All right. Look at how much these people are worth. Politicians. Wait, huh? All right, there she is. Is that true? Tulsi Gabbard is worth $127 million. Was her? I mean, I got her book for my daughter. I bought it for her. Hopefully she's kind of reading it or started just like a week or so ago. But it's Tulsi. I mean, look at all these. This is crazy. I'm going to speed this up and we're going to run through it because I'm just going to have this up and keep talking. Because this is kind of oh, there's no speed on this? Sleeper yeah. Yeah, look at all these fucking politicians. Richest American politicians and their net worth in 2025. For fuck's sakes, man. That's crazy. World data. Well, Ted Cruz isn't doing that good, that's for sure. Let me turn the music off. Yeah. Oh my God, Sarah Palin's worth $8 million. I'm surprised. J.D. Vance is worth $10 million. Wow, that's wild. I'm not sure how Anthony Blinken. Yeah, of course he's worth $10 million. This is crazy. Are you guys looking at this? This is just not right. How is this happening? Laura Loomer. Is Laura Loomer? She's just a social media person. At least she's not a. Wait a second. I don't know why she's in there. Lauren Boebert. Some of these people aren't in office anymore, just letting you guys know. Condoleezza Rice not around anymore. But anybody that it's just I don't know, man. I'm really getting concerned about how things aren't going. But what we do have to remember, okay? What we do have to remember is I'm going to leave this up and keep talking about it. Look at that fucking weirdo. What you do have to be concerned about, and I think it's vitally important for everybody to understand this, is that we want to make sure that when we're voting for people that they're going to look out for our best interests. And I'm not feeling the effects all that much just yet. I mean, I know it's been like 130, maybe 140 days into this presidency. And I keep telling everybody, look, and I'm on the side with Trump because I know he's going to hopefully do the right thing. But I'm tired of crossing my fingers. I want to know now, are you going after? But you're hearing shit from Kash Patel, Dan Bonadingo, Epstein. Nothing's happening with that. All the Johns are still floating around. Probably Jamie Dimon went out to fucking the island a bazillion times because he's now smiling, obviously. But I'm just trying to figure out why it's taken so long to take down. And look, I understand you're going after the cartel guys. You're going after, you're trying to get at least 3,000 per month of these illegal immigrants, which is good. That's not easy. Jill Stein is worth $37 million. How the fuck did that happen? Oh, that's right, because her website looks identical to the World Economic Forum's website. Almost identical. Right? And here the money's going up. Marsha Blackburn. Yeah, I'm just tripping out on the fact that it's just taken so long to get somebody of value. Somebody that's actually in between the real string puller. Somebody like a legislator, a federal legislator, or a federal judiciary, or maybe an executive like a governor, a mayor. That lady Bass in Los Angeles is still shit. Look at Barack Obama's worth $70 million. Isn't that crazy? Did they already pass up Trump? Look at Melania's worth $70 million. How is what? I don't know if this is accurate. Chuck Schumer 70. Oh, they're worth more. They got more money. How is Ilhan Omar worth $83 million, people? Nancy Pelosi, she's got way more money than this. Is fucking stupid. I can't watch this anymore. This is retarded. All right, I'm done with this one. Let's go back to here. Oh, wait, I'm going back to the Ukraine one. Yeah, all I'm saying is I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm really just waiting for some actual justice. When is the real justice going to happen? And I think that's something that everybody wants. They want real accountability. In other words, I saw this little meme the other day. It says, we the people want true justice. We the people want transparency. We the people want accountability. We the people. Not whatever your guys' bazillion-dollar interests are. We the people are demanding, and we should be, because that's why we voted for Trump. But if Trump's not being informed properly, or they're just, oh God. I would be fucking pissed if I found out that Lindsey Graham went out to go meet Zelensky. I would be fucking fumed. It's like total betrayal, absolute, unequivocally, just traitorous to MAGA. Traitorous. Now, probably not, it's not traitorous to the duopoly or the deep state. You know, we all know that they're there. And this is just a big fucking eye-opener to tell everybody that the duopoly is fucking big and strong. And I'm concerned that the Democratic Party is still going to be around and they're still going to have this fucking ping pong match. It's all theater to keep the coffers, the waterfalls, the giant rainbows of fucking money going into their pots. It's a pot of gold. It's just fucking a pot of gold everywhere. You know, I'm just like, fuck. Tell me you guys don't feel the frustration. Can you tell? Because I'm a little. I've just gotta say, we voted for Trump for him to take down the deep state, didn't we? And then there's the deep state going out over to talk to the cash cow, money laundering Zelensky. No problem. Like they didn't fucking know. If you guys didn't know, then you guys look pretty stupid right now. Right? If you're playing, if the Demoncrats are still playing, or excuse me, I don't want to say Demoncrats when it comes to the duopoly. If the deep state duopoly is still playing 3, 4, 5D chess, and you're still playing checkers and maybe 1D chess, then you guys are looking really stupid, and we're seeing it. It's really making you look like fools. Okay, so look, Matt Gaetz, that guy needs to be fucking somewhere in the cabinet. Period. And I think the reason why he's not is because he was the single line legislator. And the problem with these bills is these big, beautiful bills is everybody gets a piece. Everybody gets a piece to their fucking lobbyist and their lobbyist and their cash cow and their money laundering and their Cayman Island account and their fucking South African account, this account and that account. That's all that's about. And they what do they work, 140 days a year? I think they work maybe 140 days a year. Let me see. I think I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. I posted it the other day. I'm going to go here. Yeah, I'm just telling you guys. I'm just telling you. This is a big concern. I mean, seriously. There should not be that party should not be left. And if you've got to take down some of the Republican Party, then fine. We know they're in there. We know that these fucking criminals are in there. Get them out. We want real, honest, care about your constituents, American people legislators, man. That's why we wanted Trump in. That's why the MAGA was in. The MAHA, the MASA. Make America safe again. Make America healthy again. Where's the tallow, JFK? I want fucking tallow in everything. Right? They should be serving at a fucking Walmart. No, Walmart doesn't have tallow. They've got this like makeshift large shit. It's just, ugh. It looks like wheel bearing grease that I could put in a fucking two-stroke. I'm just telling you, motorcycle. But let me just look at this. Look at my pictures real quick. Look at my pictures. No, I'm not downloading a picture with. Oh, right here. Doop. Right here. Yeah, this is when these people work. Here's the calendar year. Here it is. 9 months. Right. Make this a little smaller. They work, and they get all of, these are the days, wait, these are the scale majority leader, Steve Scalise, majority leader. These are either, I think these are the days they don't work. Yeah. Whatever it is, it's terrible. Let me see. I think I put some information in on that. A cat turd posted this. So this summer, House of Representatives works. This summer they work 14 days in June, 12 days in July, 0 days in August. Doesn't this fucking make your blood boil? I got that from cat turd, by the way. Look at that. Look at all that time off. Golfing, brothel. Epstein Island 2. Right. Shopping. Look at that. August, they don't even fucking work. They work. October, I see. They usually work during when it's really needed. The beginning of the year, they might end up put a few. But God, this is, and they make $174,000 a year, and they barely work. And some of these days, just to be fair, they might stay a little longer, or they might do a little something because it could be a little more. It could be maybe 3 to 5 days more, but still, it's nothing. And they know it. These people don't do shit for us, man. I'm fucking telling you. They don't do a gosh darn thing. And it's just getting so bad and so obvious. Yeah. Let me just look at, I want to show you this real quick here. Yeah, this was recent, and people are posting this everywhere because this is the truth. Exempt from Biden's vaccine mandates. Congress, these people were exempt. I'm going to leave after this, by the way. Congress legislative branch, Congress staff, judicial branch, White House staff, CDC employees, FDA employees, United States Postal Service employees, NIH, especially Fauci's group of employees, Pfizer employees, Moderna's employees, the people that make the stuff, the flu-19 genocidal bioweapon, and illegal aliens. If that doesn't fucking piss you off, we're all exempt while everybody else had to take it. So what I was always wondering, what if all those scientists and military leaders and doctors and health professionals from the CDC, Health and Human Services, and all those celebrities and, Tom Hanks and all these fucking people telling you to take this fucking thing, what if they didn't take it? What if there was a test out there, right? What if there was a medical procedure or a test that a person could take that would indicate or detect if they have any type of the mRNA vaccine inside of them, in their bodies, in their blood system, in their DNA? What if we have this test that proves 99.8% that, bro, you didn't take it. Even though you said you took it 4 times. Like, I guess Biden did, right? Isn't that, don't you guys want to know that? Would that just reveal too much? But you know what? I think this is more important. This is more important. When these guys are caught fucking red-handed, there's the bag, there's the little device for the sniffing, right? And all these guys are just right there. The press came in. They were surprised by them. Oh, here I am golfing with my peoples, my buddies. Ricky, Heather, I think her name was, her husband, or his wife, Ricky's wife. Me and Eddie go out. We go golfing every once in a while. It's kind of fun. It's super fun. These are good people. Oh, here it is. Here's the one you need to see. Oh, should have got out on this. That's why. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. French President Emmanuel Macron. With Bridget the Dude. Go to Candace Owens for that information. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. These guys are freaking doing lines. Caught red-handed. Caught. Why would you need to hide that bag or that little sniffing spoon, which that is? That's what that is. Trust me, I know. I was part of the 80s, by the way. That's crazy. Nothing done. Mainstream media never talked about it. It's just fucking crazy. It's so overwhelmingly nuts. It's crazy. Oh, look, hey. And my son was hanging out with the Eagles running back, Saquon Barkley, out there in North Carolina at the lake. He was just did a selfie with him, I guess, or something. Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right. There's so much more. I should just go through my pictures someday. Kind of go through all that. That'll kind of give you a good indication of what's going on in the world. But for today, I just wanted to go over those very important things that I am still tremendously concerned that Trump and his inner circle just aren't doing it. But I got to give them a little benefit of the doubt. They've got to make sure these cases, if they are going after high-level duopoly, deep state fuckers in the federal government, they've got to be sound. They've got to be crisp. Everything's got to be clear. But if they're protecting anything or not divulging anything anymore, if they're not, and if it's all going to stay the same, then I think we're all fucked. I think we're all fucked. And I don't care how good the frosting is on the cake and how they spread it or how they present it. You've hearing this observe and report shit for it. If it just keeps going at that, then we're really fucked. Just telling you. And I'm just gonna let you know. I have to be positive about this. The reason why is because I'm invested. I'm invested in MAGA. I'm invested in Trump. I'm invested in what he's trying to do. So I am hoping and I'm praying to God and Jesus and whoever else I can that they'll start being just getting some real integrity, some true ethical and moral character at the core, spiritually, social, from every way. I mean, what would Jesus do? He'd say, hey, man, this is what's going on. We're not going to do it anymore, and we're going to fucking fix it moving forward. But if we don't, like I'm saying, it's the pile gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and the hole, you got to dig, and one day that stuff just boils over, and it's not going to be good. I think the legacy of Trump, if he's going to be on Mount Rushmore, which I think he might, is he's just got to expose it and say that we can't keep going in this direction anymore. That could be one of the major reasons why they're trying to get rid of him, but they tried to several times. Probably more than that. But know who your true enemies are. And of course, as they say, you keep your enemies close, your friends close, and your enemies closer. But in this particular case, no. No. Get rid of all of them. Right? And make sure everybody's thoroughly vetted. I mean, look at what they're doing and how they're doing it. Lindsey Graham should not have been out visiting Zelensky. Nuh-uh. That should have been stopped before. For you not to know he went is alarming. For us to keep poking that bear is very bad. And I'm concerned that nothing's going to happen with Epstein, Crossfire, her, just all this shit. That the duopoly is going to continue, and nobody's going to get charged, and Alcatraz is just blowing smoke. Because I can tell you who I want in Alcatraz. I can lay it out, and I could probably set up the case for you. Hire me. Look, according to the illegitimate Biden administration, they were in the realm, or they were going in the direction that you didn't really need a bar exam. I'm not kidding. That's where they were going. So if that's the case, maybe you guys are agreeing with that. I will freaking do the questioning. I will play the Tom Cruise, and I would like to see Lindsey Graham or Nancy Pelosi or Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton. I'd do it. I would fucking do it right now. Just put me in front of them. So what you're saying is you have no contact. You didn't have any calls, any text messages, any type of contact in relation at any sort, Hillary, Miss Clinton, with Southridge and his situation and the processor server Lucas. Nothing. You sure? Because our records, anyway. But I think you guys know what I'm doing. I mean, if just some goofy fucking YouTuber like me is willing to step up, you guys should fucking step up. It's time to step up, man. I just watched some great baseball today. We had the series coming up, and what is that? Murray State just took down Ole Miss. Fuck. Murray State just took down Ole Miss. Murray State, I don't even fucking know who Murray State is. And Ole Miss was packed with fucking animals. And they just, wow. I got to tell you, that picture today was just fucking amazing. Did Oklahoma beat whoever? Who are they playing? Anyway, I like watching girls softball. It's fucking awesome. I like watching baseball. I like watching football. I like the sports. I'd rather be worried about this and then trying to be concerned for the people I love and care about, which is my kids, right? Of course. My family, my immediate family, my friends, my neighbors, my community, my city, my county, my state, especially my country. And I do not want the craziness that happened in the past 4 years to continue or happen again. It's got to stop. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I think I'm just going to pull the plug now. I'm going to say a big aloha to everybody. Mahalo, and thank y'all for being here. If you ever want to come on, leave a comment look, it's easy to contact me. If there's anything I don't do, is hide or try to, I'm completely, I'm out there for everybody, right? You can fucking easily contact me. I've got my Twitter up. I've got my Facebook up. You can leave a comment in here. I'll get back with you if you ever want to come on. I am just saying, I'm going to vet you, okay? Because I don't want to bring idiots on here or people that may want to cause problems for my channel, which is understandable. Again, aloha. Thank you.